request Mr. Boman Irani to say a few words.
So, hi everyone. So please give a big round of applause to these wonderful people who judged.
Whoa!
Come on, everyone. So congratulations, and so wonderful that your kids have an opportunity to do this. And Rahel, you've created this beautiful nursery to encourage children to come onto the stage and feel the wooden boards, something. So I was asked to speak for 4 to 5 hours, no, sorry, 4 to 5 minutes, and I'm going to use all those 4 to 5 minutes to empty my heart out and tell you how I feel. So when I came in, there was some press and there were some people from ACE who asked me a few questions, and the first question was, are you excited to judge? I hate judging. And I'll tell you why I hate judging. It's because it's so difficult to tell one kid that the other kid did better than you. But you didn't. You all did great. And I'm not saying this because, yeah, you didn't. You all did great. But unfortunately, we have only this much sponsorship. So we have to sit inside the room, and we fought and fought and fought. You can see the scars on my neck. Somebody scratched me. Yeah, it's okay, Nandita, it's okay. It's no problem, right? It doesn't matter what happens at the end of the day, but you must feel enthused and encouraged. For the ones who will be picking up these vouchers and prizes and trophies, I think you should be very proud. For the ones who didn't or won't, you should feel even proud. I'll tell you simply why. Because you'll be enthused to do even better next time. Simple. There's no argument. And my favorite subject I'm going to talk about for the next 10 minutes. What's my favorite subject? Me. So, here's my favorite subject. I never spoke in school. I never spoke because I had a lisp. And people used to laugh when I spoke. And when I spoke, hey, it's so funny, yeah. And I wonder, nothing's wrong with me. I think nicely. It's just that my tongue comes out and you find it funny. The girls found it cute. But that's another story. The point I'm trying to make is that many, many years, when I got into my 50s, that used to bother me. It really bothered me that people used to laugh at me. It hurt me. I decided to put it in a role, in a character. And I made Virus speak the way I used to speak as a child in Three Idiots, and use my greatest weakness as my greatest strength. And children, I think it's so important. It's so important that you do not feel discouraged for anything else. I never spoke in class. There was a word that was in my every remark in my report card, and the word is Boman is very reticent. What does reticent even mean? This, by the way, these kids have too much of a vocabulary. Where do you learn all these words from, man? Please. Anyway, I did not know the meaning of reticent. Reticent, you know the meaning of reticent? Reticent means he never spoke. He didn't speak. You know why? Because I was shy. Believe me, I'm shy. But once I was on stage, like one of you, not individually, I mean, you guys are superstars. Yeah, but I was on stage, and my mother was sitting there in the dark, and she saw me on stage, smile. I was not afraid. And she saw me smile, and she said, this kid needs to be on stage. For no other reason, he needs to be on stage because he's happy. And I keep doing this, happy on these wooden floors. He needs to be on stage, not because I need to make sure that he becomes an actor, or he becomes a singer, or he becomes an elocutionist, or whatever, but because he will blossom. So no matter what you do, you can become a scientist, you can become a calligraphist, you can turn on and become a teacher. But because you've been on stage today, you've made that big leap. You all did greater than Chandrayaan. You went onto the moon today, guys. You went onto the moon. You stood on the stage and went onto the moon. And this is what I'm hearing. I said, how the hell do they know how to handle all these props? One of these kids, one of these girls, twirling around all over the place, came and landed on a, I'm going to use the word backside, don't feel bad, and on a skateboard. That's the usage of props that I haven't seen in professional actors. You know? Yeah, whoever's screaming, go ahead, scream more. It's so important. Kids using lapel mics, taking the stage, the way you guys took the stage. One of the girls was waiting because of some technical reasons. The lights didn't come on. She waited and waited and waited and waited, and we were getting nervous, but she didn't. You went on the moon, baby, tonight. You went on the moon. You understand? This is a beautiful place. Now, again, I'm going to talk about myself again because it's my favorite subject. For many years, I was a photographer one lane down from here. I was wanted to be a photographer, but in my heart, I always wanted to be an actor because my mother wanted me to be an actor. But I couldn't because I had other responsibilities, so I took up photography. And Shamak Davar, you know Shamak Davar? Yeah, Shamak Davar came and took photographs at my studio. You know, he's a Parsi, just by the way, like all other Parsis. Yeah, Boman, Ryle thinks she's a Parsi. She's not. Prince Charles, King Charles, he's a Parsi. Doesn't matter. It's all about the nose. Anyway, so I'm thinking, let's have fun, huh? We're having fun, right? So I'm doing photographs. Shamak Davar comes to my studio and he takes pictures and says, "You're an actor." I said, "How do you know?" He said, "Every bone in your body, every hair on your hand says you're an actor." I don't know how he figured that out. I don't know how he figured it out. And about 7 months later, he said, "Come with me. I'm taking you for lunch." And he didn't take me for lunch. He, in fact, took me 2 lane down Shamnivas, Sophia College Lane, and 2 lanes down Christmas Eve. 2 lanes down from here to Christmas Eve, Ryle's dad's place. Christmas Eve. He made me audition for a role. I auditioned for a role that was a 4-minute role, right? A 4-minute role. And someone said, "If you want to take up theater, get a nice big part. Don't do a 4-minute role." I said, "No, it's an honor because I want to be on the moon," right? And where were those rehearsals held? Right here. Right here. I did my rehearsals right here, my friends. And I felt, and I could see my mom sitting in the audience, and I could feel I'm doing something very special, something that I was meant to do. And I did my debut over here. Then Ryle met me. And she said, "Why didn't you join the Little Actors Club many years ago?" And she sat with me in behind and said, "What have you been doing all these years?" And I started my world in theater. And then I went on to the movies. The point I'm trying to make, people, enjoy what you do. Love what you do. Don't worry about the prize. Enjoy that moment that you'll have on stage, which not many people have the opportunity to have. Enjoy that moment. Don't waste it. This will be special for you for all your life. Right? And someone said, "Do you need the score sheet?" I hate scoring on kids especially. I said, "I don't need it. I'm going to give my niece who's number 3 or something. I have no niece. You all are all my nieces and all my nephews, and you're all my children because I just love what you did on stage. Your confidence, hold each other's hands. That's so nice. Your confidence, your diction, your projection, the way you're using mics, the way you were using props, the way you were unafraid. And I'll tell you one more thing you all overcame today. You didn't have the fear of failure. Don't worry about it. No fear of failure. The hell with it. Who's judging you? Sorry. There's one. This. Can I say this lot? Yeah, this lot. Such wonderful people. Don't be afraid. You can't be judged. Somebody said that in the. You jumped on the chair and said it. No. Who's that to judge me? You're you, right? Don't worry about people judging you. Judge yourself. And more importantly, today we do it to bring smiles on our parents' faces. Yeah, when you become big and professional and you start making money, still do it to bring a smile on the faces of your parents, no matter how big a star you become. Okay? Love you all.